He said, you know why you are lucky? You have a president who robs you, and you have a first lady who robs you more.
Hello guys! Today we're going to review the movie Si Ninoy from director Vince Tañada. If you like content like this, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel, and maybe hitting that notification bell so you'll be updated when new content comes out. If the anti-Marcos government forces need to assess why their efforts to gain support from the public fail, I would suggest they look at Vince Tañada. Clearly, his output is not helping the liberal cause and just gives more ammunition for the Marcos supporters and trolls to shoot down the yellow-pink narrative. Branding himself to be an activist who has fought oppression, it seems Mr. Tañada wants to be a beacon of democracy that will guide the people to a yellow utopia worthy of an Amorsolo painting. But I think his directorial skill will lead the Filipino people to a Bosch painting where evil wins. Mr. Tañada created a lot of noise with his Katips movie. He strode like a peacock across the landscape of social media and mainstream media with the help of award-giving bodies and other organizations which sprouted like stinkhorn fungi in a very fertile election landscape. He marketed Katips like the ultimate weapon against the return of the Marcoses in Malacanang, but in reality it turned out to be an incompetent attempt at movie making with Tañada not able to translate his play into celluloid. Comments like high school project quality were common among those who watched it. Now, with this new movie, Si Ninoy, I would like to note that the movie is no longer high school project level, but college summer bridging program level. Si Ninoy is barely an improvement from Katips and suffers from the same ills that befell Katips. Tañada doesn't know that film direction is totally different compared to theater direction. Tañada again uses theater conventions in film and fails miserably. Si Ninoy is a pitiful watch. I started out disliking Tañada as a director and ended up just pitying him. He is the Philippines' Tommy Wiseau of The Room without the sense of irony, making him just a sad figure in Philippine movie making. His sartorial choices also don't help. While Tommy Wiseau's The Room is often described as the worst movie ever made, it can still generate some goodwill in the sense that it falls under the it's so bad it's good category and can be a good experience with drunken friends. The movies of Tañada just drains the theater of any pleasant feelings. Tañada commits the gravest sin of all in a movie like Si Ninoy. Obviously, it is an attempt to use Ninoy as a rallying figure to inspire the Filipino people, but it ends up totally making him unsympathetic. Tañada fails in creating a Ninoy that is worthy of reverence. His heroism was never shown. His writing and oration skills were never demonstrated. What the audience got was expository dialogue that never connects with the audience. The Ninoy in the movie is just a pompous megalomaniac which does the Aquino name a great disservice. The Ninoy I know from history and archival footage is charming, witty, intelligent, and has presence. None of those qualities exist in the portrayal of Labajo. I would say that the role is horribly miscast, especially if you consider the qualities of Ninoy. And don't get me started on the hair that they gave J.K. Labajo. There were times when the hair of Labajo in the movie looked like an alien organism that is just waiting to strike and kill everyone on Earth. While J.K. Labajo can carry a tune, I did not see Ninoy in this movie. Talking about Labajo singing, there is this horrible scene where Ninoy looked like he wanted to have sex with a light bulb as Labajo sang. The movie tries to draw parallelisms between Ninoy and various characters in the movie with the message that anyone can have a hero inside. You get a couple that had an OFW husband, a teacher, an activist, a labor leader, a teen actor in love with a student, a TV reporter, and a war veteran. All of them unfortunately were poorly written and I actually forgot some of them existed while I was watching. The audience ends up not caring about these characters who sadly just ended up as moving props in the movie. The OFW caught my ire as the man had high school skit written all over his portrayal with jokes that would be appreciated by a theater audience but not a film audience. It doesn't help that Tañada decided to use sitcom conventions like sound effects when he showed the couple that will eventually produce a future Philippine president. Nicole Asensio plays a teacher who fights for the rights and welfare of students and gives a passable performance. The reporter and the rally frontliner characters were also written like slogan machines that spout cringe-worthy lines while getting tortured and threatened, with Tañada obviously hoping that those lines get quoted by people. The character of the actor played by Joaquin Domagoso is pointless, same as the Doctor. And Boji Pascua, as the war veteran, is just a wretched being with lines reminiscent of the English of Vilma Santos. It is just sad seeing a fine actor like Boji Pascua utilized like a man about to enter dementia. Pinky Amador plays an Imelda Marcos clone as a dean and just comes off as grating. The songs in the movie are forgettable, with only one song having potential, the one that talks about love as a recompense for suffering. And I think the makers of West Side Story would be very interested in one of the songs. Tañada should pray that the people behind West Side Story won't be able to watch I Am Ninoy. The choreography is also mediocre and poorly shot. We get steps and blocking that are generic and forgettable, more appropriate for ill-prepared office Christmas party presentations. The use of CGI and green screen in the movie is worthy of ridicule, as Tañada forgets about continuity in terms of color and lighting. The shoddy editing also makes the cinematography problems painfully obvious. All in all, the movie fails at every level, as a biography and as art. And it seems the audience have finally realized that Tañada is not going to deliver a good movie. I watched it on a Sunday afternoon, a time when one would expect families to be seeing it, but there were only 2 of us in the movie house. The movie shows that Tañada is not an asset to the Yellow Forces, but a liability to their cause. Even known hardcore Yellow personalities have given it a thumbs down. One can only hope that Oras de Peligro from Joel Lamangan can redeem their side, because as long as Tañada produces these kinds of movies, expect the Marcoses to keep on smiling and the Yellow Forces ending up black and blue. So that's the review for Ako Si Ninoy from Vince Tañada. This has been Kulas for Tambe Reviews. Thank you for watching. Keep on playing.